Good morning. Big day today. I am going to start clearing some trees on the land. Well, I set up a trail camera out here last night. It was the first night that we had it up, but I was gonna see if we can get that skunk. But if not, there's a lot of deer that walk right in this area here, so I want to check it and see if we had any action on it last night. We have a fox on here. There it is again. And this is not long after I was chopping wood out there.
That's it.
So pretty cool. So the cabin site is right behind me here. So right now I'm going to start cutting down some of these trees that are going to be a little bit too close to the cabin. You know, trees that could cause a problem in the future. But like I said, I'm trying to keep as many trees around here as I can because I like trees. So I think there's only about 6 or so on this side that I'm going to cut down. Cierra and I have marked it with marking tape already. Then we're going to leave the rest. And then there's a few in the driveway line that I'll take down too. But I'm going to start burning up some of the, after I cut these down, you know, some of the branches and the limbs. And we'll start cleaning that up. And then the rest of the tree we'll buck up and use it for firewood for next year. Down for now. I'll buck them up into firewood length in a bit, but right now Skeeter's out of the way, so I want to get them all on the ground first. That way I don't drop a tree on them, you know. So once I get them all on the ground, I'll come back and get them bucked up into firewood. So there's the cabin site right there. Starting to get a little bit of sun, hopefully melt some of that snow off today. And then the driveway, which is what I'm going to start working on now, it comes kind of right up through here. There's only a few I got to take down. We want to keep this really nice pine tree, of course. And then there's another nice pine tree over here that we want to keep, so we're kind of going in between those. There you can kind of see the cabin on wheels through the trees there. That fox was about right here, I'd say. So, and then the front of our new cabin is going to be like right there, so. I mean, there's a ton of wildlife around here, which is good. I want to give you guys the before shot here. This is the driveway I'm walking up right now. And so I'm going to clear all this brush out, some of these trees, and then clear out these two here. And then the cabin's going to sit right up in that nice open area there. So have a pretty nice little length driveway to maintain and take care of. But we're still tucked back in the woods, so it'll be good. So here's what we got cleared today. You can clearly see where our driveway is going to be. Sierra's getting some nice, couple of good stacks of firewood going here, which will be where she's actually standing where our campfire pit will be. But then you can clearly see the driveway right now. So we're getting something done anyways. Good boy. Foreman. Oh, what a beast. Good morning, everybody. It's the next day right now. I'm gonna give you guys kind of a little bit of a tour of the driveway. So I'm walking up it right now. So you can see we got quite a bit of trees cleared out yesterday, and we did a really good job of cleaning them up. So we got all the brush burned. And then we got whatever we could save. We got a little firewood pile kind of stacked over there. There's some more behind it too. But yeah, and then of course the new cabin's gonna be sitting right in here. So we got a pretty major step done getting all that land cleared. And like I said, I mean, it's pretty advantageous to take this spot rather than the one, that other spot I showed you guys a few videos back was way back in there. But this will be nice, you know, lots of nice pine trees around to look at. And it was already cleared, so we saved a lot of time for sure, because right now we can, I mean, once all this snow gets out of here, we'll be able to drive right up to the cabin site, so that'll be nice. So we saved quite a bit of time and money there. Well, like I told you guys, I'm going to try to show every step of this build in as much detail as I can. And step one is, you know, clearing your land, which we have that done now, so that's a pretty big step. Got the driveway in and the cabin site cleared. So as soon as this snow gets out of here, we can break out ground and start building. Now that the snow's starting to get out of here, you know, we didn't really get a good chance of, I mean, a whole lot of time to look at this land, you know, in detail before the snow came. But I'm seeing there's a lot of these rocks. This one, they're frozen in the ground right now, but you can see there's another one there. There's a bigger one here. But I'm thinking I'm definitely going to use those for the fireplace hearth. I always think that's pretty cool when you know, it's a fireplace hearth and the rocks come right from the land like that. Plus it looks pretty nice and rustic. But today Cierra and I are going to head over to the family homestead because my grandpa has some lumber that he had milled up 20 years ago when he was building his house, and it's all in pretty good shape still. And with the price of lumber, I mean, I might as well take that. It's been sitting there a long time, so you know, saved a little bit of money there. And I got to go back and rip them on the table saw though, because you know, they're different widths. You know, some of them are like 2x5s, 2x6s. You know, they would still need to be planed, but I'm going to use that lumber for the bathhouse. You know, the outhouse sauna shower combo there. So I'll have to, when I'm there, you know, he's got electric there, so I can use his table saw and rip all those boards down to what I need them to be on the table saw. So make them all, you know, true 2x4s, and then those will be the studs for the outhouse. So at least I can get started on that, and then I'd like to get the lumber over here and start getting going on something. Here's that rough cut lumber I was telling you about. I'm gonna grab a bunch of these and start ripping them on the table saw just to get them all. You can see they're all, you know, some are like 2x4s, 2x6s. You know, they're none of them are exact or you know, cut into dimensional lumber. So I'm gonna rip them all I'll get the fatter ones and rip them into 2x4s. All right, there's my pile of rough cut lumber. And I'm in the garage here, and I got the table saw set up. So they're gonna be 2.5 inches actual, you know, like when you buy a 2x3 from a store like Lowe's or Home Depot, it's actually 1.5 inches by 2.5 inches, or you know, a 2x4 is actually 1.5 by 3.5 inches. So I got to rip for 2.5 inches, so that'll be like what we built a cabin on wheels with, and that's the same width, you know, that's 8 foot wide, so 2x3s will be plenty. And here's my drawing of what the bathhouse will look like. This will be the same pitch of the roof, you know, because this is 2 scale. Each square indicates a foot. So it'll be 8 foot tall at the peak, 6 foot tall on the sides, but there'll be plenty of headroom here. And yeah, that's what it'll be shaped like. And then I sketched it out just so I make sure I have enough studs, you know, because I'm going to rip the floorboards out of this rough cut lumber too. So I got my floor joist kind of laid out. It's going to sit on beams or skids, and then this way I know how much studs I need, so I can make sure I cut the right amount. And I forgot my tripod, so that's what you guys will be sitting on. So there's a 2x3. So that one's done. All right, well, I got all my 2x3s ripped. I got 30 there, so that's enough for bottom plates, top plates, and studs for the 8x8 bathhouse. And then now I need to rip some 2x4s for the roof rafters, and then some 2x6s for the floor joists. One thing I want to show real quick. So I have a square on this stud that I ripped on the table saw. And you can see, it might be hard to see on camera, but it's a little bit fatter out on this end compared to this end. So it's not completely square. And a lot of studs that you buy, well, I'd say 99 out of 100 studs you buy from, your Menards or Home Depot or whatever, they don't come with square cuts. They're kind of sloppy when they cut them at the mill. So one thing you should always do whenever you are cutting, for wall framing, it's not the end of the world, but it's a good habit to get into. Is I take one end, or I take an end and I'll cut this square with the table saw, just shave just a sliver off it, just so I know that I'm starting with a square cut, and then I'll take my measurement from this square cut to the other end, wherever the measurement's going to be. That way I know for a fact I have 2 square cuts on both ends. See, I just took a sliver off that, but now I know that that's a 100% square cut, so I'll take my measurement from this end now. All right, well, I got everything cut into the right length. Everything is labeled. So all we'll have to do now is load this up into my dad's truck, haul it over to our land, and it should go pretty fast assembling it. I just got back from the old family homestead there, and I had to show you guys how much snow melted that one day we were gone. There's our building site right there. Just about. We're supposed to get like 3 to 5. I heard somebody said up to 8 inches of snow today, but it was supposed to start like 2 hours ago, and it's 35 degrees right now, so I don't think it's going to stick very well even if it does snow. So I don't think that'll be a problem. But the forecast for the rest of the week is going to be upper 30s, low 40s, so I'm thinking that the snow will be out of here. But anyways, the next couple days here, we're going to finish up clearing out some of the land here. This is going to be kind of our yard, so we're going to thin out a lot of these skinny little poplar trees, and that way we'll be able to see back in the woods a ways, because this is where we're going to have, you know, bird feeders and a little bit of a yard, you know, nothing too fancy, but an area that we can at least walk around in that's not fully wooded. So we're going to continue to clear this stuff out, keep burning it, and that's kind of the plan for the next couple days or so, and then we should be able to start on the bathhouse. But anyways, thanks for watching as always, and we'll see you guys in the next video.